Hi guys, my name is Joanna and welcome to my channel. I really would hope that you would subscribe to it, so hit that little subscribe button and the notification so you get notified when I get new videos uploaded. If you like this video, please hit that like button as well so I can share more content with you guys. So I just got some new JCat Beauty products I wanted to try for you. So if you want to see how I got this look, and no, I don't want to say that. So if you want to see my review, my first impressions of the JCat Beauty line, stay tuned and keep watching. Let's get started. So today I did prep my skin. I used my skincare that I normally like to use. You guys know that I represent Farmasi. I am a beauty influencer with them. That's Farmasi with an S-I, not Farmasi with a C-Y, okay? So just so you guys know, if you do sign up with $20, you can get 50% off all your purchases with me as well, with any of the products that we sell. And you can also be a beauty influencer yourself. So just a little side note, if you do purchase any Farmasi products in the links below, I will get a commission on that, and I thank you so much for supporting me. Okay, so what I did was I did start with the Calendula face cream deep hydration. What I do with that is I let it basically sit on my skin for quite a long time. It feels so good and so hydrating. The calendula oil is amazing as well. I can't say enough about that, but that's my skin prep. I also use our Farmasi lip conditioner. I am almost out of this, guys. Almost. But anyway, I'm gonna apply this. I always have this in my bag with me so that when my lips feel dry, I can just help condition it. It actually holds up really, really well. It's thick, it's not sticky, it is not a gloss, it is a conditioner. So if you leave it on your lips overnight, it will actually soften them as well. Okay, so I was sitting here in my vanity and I was like trying to figure out what makeup brushes, and there's some makeup brushes I want to show you guys, but I have them all over the place and I want to use them in a certain way, and I don't know, it's just craziness. But anyway, I have all my makeup brushes completely like all over the place here. So I'm going to try to use the best ones that I can with new makeup, because some of them are dirty and some of them are not. So I just have them spread out and we're going to just go with it. Okay. A lot of the products I left in their packaging because I thought the packaging was so cute. Now, JCat Beauty is actually really affordable makeup. I believe I got a decent amount of products, didn't spend that much, definitely spent under $100. And I heard some things about the brand and I just really wanted to try them out. So I'm going to show you the packaging because I thought it was just so cute. Okay, so let's start with the Hydrating Face Primer. So we're going to start with the primer. It's hydrating, oil-free, H2O fresh dewy base primer. Not much else to it. This is not the cutest packaging. There's some more coming, but anyway, I want to show you the packaging because I do think it's very colorful and very cute. Okay, so this is the primer. We're going to try this to prime the face first. So it comes out like this. Pretty good. I use a decent amount because that's just what I do, guys. Okay, guys, so I just applied this dewy primer on my face. It actually is really kind of smooth. It feels a little bit creamy. It had a creamy consistency. It actually has a nice little floral smell to it. Not overpowering, but it definitely has like this powdery floral smell to it. I'm not really sure where it's from, but I recognize it. I'm not sure. Maybe it says on here. Aha! Base primer. It has chamomile, green tea, and ginseng root. So that is what I'm smelling, guys. It actually smells really, really nice. And it feels nice. It's an H2O dewy primer, so it does feel hydrating. So far right now, it doesn't feel like it's tightening up or anything. It has a little bit of a tackiness to it. Nothing too much. just slightly a little bit. So it does feel like it's working pretty well. So we'll see how that works. Obviously a long wear down the line. But okay, when it came down to foundation, I was like, there's two different kinds. I really wanted to try, because sometimes when I'm at home, I just want to use like a powder foundation. I'm not really looking for super coverage. I'm just kind of laying around the house, but I do want to cover up, obviously, my spots on my face. So I just feel more comfortable doing that. So I did want to try the Aqua Foundation. This one I saw online. I saw so many YouTubers trying this out, and there was some mixed reviews about it, but I just wanted to really try it and see how it worked. But tonight I'm not going to try this one, the powder foundation. I'm going to try that another day. But today I'm actually going to try the Skin Assurance regular foundation. We're going to try this. I got this in Rose Beige. It is 30 milliliters, weightless, long-lasting, luminous, natural glow. JCat Beauty Skin Assurance Silky Foundation is weightless, buildable liquid foundation that contains key ingredients to help plump the skin while blurring out any imperfections. This long-lasting foundation delivers luminous, natural glow, leaving the skin feeling silky and smooth. So there you go. So this is what the foundation looks like. It comes in this little pump. Okay, so this is one of our Farmasi double-sided brushes. I'm actually going to use this for the foundation today. It's actually more of a clean brush, so I'm going to try that. Usually I would use my flat kabuki brush, but I wanted to try something clean today for a new foundation. So I'm going to do 2 pumps, just like that. Now, guys, I do have to look into the camera. Okay, guys, so I just did the foundation. I find it to be a little white, a little paling. But I think the big thing is I used a softer brush. I'm going to go in with a kabuki brush that I normally use so that I can get a little bit more coverage. If you can see, it really isn't covering my troubled spots, like at all. It's really light coverage. I need full coverage, so I'm going to do another round. I'm just going to use my kabuki brush. All right, guys, so this is my second application. I had to kind of do double the work just to get some extra coverage. If you guys see, it looks very, very pale on me. I kind of feel like Edward Cullen, and I'm waiting to sparkle in the sun. So it's just a little pale for me. Maybe it's just a coloration. I'm definitely going to have to bring some color back into my face. Right now, because I had to add so much to cover my spots, it's feeling a little heavy on my skin. I can usually tell if I have too much foundation on, or the consistency is not good for my skin. I will start to feel like oily, or I'll feel like little tingling and little, I won't necessarily break out, but I'll feel it. I'll feel almost a little itchy or something. So it's feeling a little thick right now on my skin. Not really, I'm going to give it a little bit of a chance to kind of work its thing. But anyway, not sure about it, but let's just move on. So I'm just checking out the texture of my skin. If you guys see, you guys know that I get a lot of texture. I have imperfections, bumps, and all sorts of stuff. But you can kind of, now I will say this actually worked a little better here. So I don't know, the primer may have helped with the blurring. It's not quite settling as bad into my crease lines, which is really good. However, you can tell the texturing, and it looks like even that it's breaking up on my face, which isn't really good. So, but anyway, let's keep going. So I did get the concealer. Let's see if we can try this. I got this in the shade Vanilla Bean. So we're just going to add a little bit because honestly, I have so much coverage underneath my eyes right now. I feel like this is going to be overkill. And actually I'm really, this foundation is actually really light on me, so I probably don't even need it. But I do want to test it out over the makeup because that's generally how I would do it. So this is the concealer in Vanilla Bean. It has a doe foot applicator as well. I really don't want that much on it, so I'm gonna just put a tiny bit. And I'm just probably gonna just do my eyes because I'm already so pale everywhere else. So guys, I usually use that concealer brush for my concealer. Right now, it is very hard to blend. Concealer is giving me problems blending. So I kind of made it blend out, not too big of a fan of the concealer. Next up, we're going to use All About That Base primer. This is for the eyes. So we're just going to dab a little because I did get one of their shadow palettes on my finger. And wow. Guys, I'm so not used to this pigmentation. It's just so, I feel like there's nothing natural about anything that I'm using right now. I almost have to put exactly what I did on the other eye because otherwise I look ridiculous. Now, this is my trouble eye. This is the one that is watering right now. Okay. So the eye primer, very pigmented. It's a little on the thicker side. I compare it to, let's say, the Anastasia Beverly Hills one. This one is more pigmented and it is thicker than hers. Hers is a little bit more paler white and thinner as well that I've had experience with. This is just a little thicker. It's feels heavier on my eyes, so I'm just letting it kind of sit. It feels a little sticky on my eyes, like when I have my eyes open, it feels like they're kind of stuck together. So the creases on my lids feel a little tight. So I'm just gonna let that sit for a minute. All right, guys, so I did pick up an eyeshadow palette from JCat Beauty. This is the Extreme Access Pocket Shadow. It has 6 mattes and 6 shimmers in it. This is your color story here. I'm going to take it out of the packaging, but this is the packaging. And on the back of the packaging, it actually has the names of the shades as well. Okay, so this is what the pocket shadow looks like. And on the inside, okay, there we go. All right, and then this is what the shadows look like on the inside. It looks like it has 3 times 4, it's 12. I don't know how to count, guys. There are 12 shades in this palette. It looks like they put all the shimmers on the inside, and then the mattes are on the top and the bottom. The way it is, I guess the story, not really sure what their color story here is. It definitely has some vibrant colors. It looks like each of the matte shades does have sort of a shimmer to go with it. So that's really nice. I don't really see much in the way of neutral mattes. So it's going to be hard to find a base. You probably have to bring in some maybe like transition shades to sort of have like a base, because these are all like very vibrant colors, but I don't see any like neutral tones to start out with. So we will see how this works. So I'm just going to use this palette tonight. I'm not going to dip into any others. So I want to solely use this palette and see what kind of look I can kind of create. Okay. Taking a look at this palette, I was thinking I might start out with almost like maybe a sunset type of color. I'm going to start with the yellow in my crease. As a transition shade, I'm going to tap my brush into the pan. I'm getting some powder, definitely a lot of fallout there. All right, next I'm going to go in with this orangey shade right here. And I'm gonna continue to do that in the crease and on the outer corner. Okay, now I'm gonna go back in with the yellow, and I'm going to just go back over and blend in the two colors up on the brow bone. Okay, next up, I'm gonna take this shimmer right here, the orangey shimmer, and I'm gonna put that over on the outer portion of my lid. And that's the color, guys. It has a little bit of a nice shimmer to it. Then next up, I'm going to take this other lighter yellowy kind of tone, and I'm going to put that on the inner part of my eyelid. This is the color. I'm going to take this and I'm just going to sweep it over, make sure it's kind of blended. Sometimes I would like to take like a kind of like a skin tone or a neutral, and I would go along the top just to kind of smooth out those lines out. But I don't have any neutral tones right now to sort of do that. So I'm kind of just using what's in the pan. So I'm going to take a little more yellow, and I'm just gonna really try and soften that up. I like some of the yellow to peek through that orangey shade. In this palette, I really don't have a really light like inner corner highlight, so I think I'm just gonna pick up the yellow again and maybe just do a little bit in the corner. Let's see how that works. Because I really didn't do anything, so I'm gonna pick up maybe this shimmer. All right, guys, so let's just do a little bit of a liner. I did pick up the Kitten Winged eyeliner. This, I believe is... So the reason why I picked this up is because it said it had an angled tip. Packaging is really, really cute. Look at that. So let's see. I have clear wrap on it. Yes, I do. Guys, I'm a little weirded out because there's a plastic wrap on this, but as I'm pushing the wrap, it looks like the design on it's going to come off. There's like nowhere to like rip this thing off. There we go. Okay. Packaging is still intact. So we are good. Okay. So that's the top. Pop that off. So it has an angle to it. Let's try this out, guys. Okay, so what is really great about this is that you can do from this way, you can do a one straight line, or if you kind of angle it, you can get a wider line. So they say it's a little bit easier to do a winged liner with this. I just went to go wipe this off and it's not. So, looks like it is a stay put liner. So let's try. I'm not really that good at liner, so I am going to do this off camera. If you can see, we had a little bit of a disaster. The product itself, I don't know. Like, if you see, I kind of swatched a little bit more here. It was really dark when it first came out, then it became lighter. I found that it was skipping. It was skipping along my skin. It wasn't doing a smooth line. I liked the angle of it, but the product really wasn't that smooth coming out. It's a very dry formula. It just wasn't working for me. I have crepey skin. I'm 42 years old, so there's nothing really smooth about my eyes at all. So I just don't think it was really working for me. I wish it did. It was really cute. I like the idea of it, but it just didn't work for me. Obviously my wing was not happening here, and I just decided to just do a regular on this side because this, and I wasn't going to redo my whole eye. So I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to leave the disaster because that's what makeup is. I'm going to be washing this off anyway tonight, so I'm not going anywhere. So let's just leave the disaster and see how that works. So anyway, I did finish up my look with my Farmasi Brow Mascara. This is the darkest shade we carry. And also I used the Limitless mascara. The Limitless mascara, it is a volumizing mascara. I like the wand of it. It's getting a little old and drier because I've had it so long, but it's probably one of my favorites that I use that we carry. I was going to finish my face, and we're going to do that. Usually I set my face at the end when I'm completely done, but right now I was taking a look at my skin. So let me show you. So if you guys see right here, it's coming off. Right here, it's creeping all into my skin. And also, I'm looking at the foundation, and it is looking very gray on me. So the tone is just really, really, really bad. I don't know if I just picked out a really bad shade or if it's just a formulation. I feel like the coloration that it says it should be ended up being different on my face. It probably oxidized, maybe. Because it just seems like it turned grayish to me. I'm not really a fan of how it's changing on my face. So anyway, the next product is actually a product that, because I watch so many YouTubers and I do watch Tati, she's one of my favorites. They actually gave this product a very great review. This is the J-Cat Beauty Masterclass, and I heard some really great things about this product. Now, I was on the website, and they actually had a lighter masterclass palette, and then they have a darker one. They also have a primary color one and a neon one. And I thought that was very interesting because they kind of pride themselves on being geared towards people who are artistic. So you can actually take their formulations and mix it and blend it. One of the things I did forget to actually talk about is their mixing palette. So guys, I thought this was really, really clever. This is the J-Cat version, and I did see that Scott Barnes also has something very similar like this. But anyway, I thought it was really cute to have a product like this, because then you can actually use this little plate to actually mix products. Like if you're going to mix formulations of foundation or whatever it is that you want to use. I did see on their website that you can actually mix a lot of different things, like make your own creations and really be an artist with face makeup. So if you are a creative artist, you do designs on the face. I'm just here like a regular person who just has interest in makeup and just enjoys it. I'm just here to do some fun makeup for my everyday living life, right? So, but I think it's just a creative, that's just so creative in the cosmetic industry. So I do actually give them props for that. So we're going to take this Masterclass palette, and I'm just going to mix a couple of them together. I'm not really sure where I'm going with this. I'm going to swatch a few on my arm, and I'm going to see, let's see how this kind of like really looks on the skin. So I'm going to go with the top row, and we're going to do this one. We're going to do this one. We're going to do that one. And we're going to do that one. Okay. So this is the first one. The second one. The third one. And that's the fourth one. The next four. That one. That one. That one. And that one. Well, let's go back up. That one. That one. That one. And that one. So those are the shades, guys, for the Masterclass set. They felt nice and creamy to go on the skin, and the colors are vibrant. So yeah, let us try. I liked one of these two on the end, and I also like this one. So, all right. So I'm gonna probably dip into this one on the end. We'll try it. No idea. I'm just putting in my brush into the pan. All right, guys. So I really actually like this palette. I'm so used to doing powders with my bronzers and my highlights and my blushes, and I'm really sort of leaning towards using a lot more cream-based ones. So this actually was really, really nice. I did this shade and this shade as a little bit of a blend. I do really like that. I do really like this, guys. It does say that this is the medium deep. This is the MCP 102 version of it. I do like the fact that you could actually create your own color between these. You don't have to just stick to one, but you can actually blend them. I really, really like that concept. I guess I'm just late to the game, guys. I'm late to the game. So I decided to pick up the soft blushers. These are the Blushmallow blushers. I got them in 2 different shades. One of them, this is Slow Jam, and then this one is Sprinkle Magic. This one is a little bit more of a bronzy tone. This is more of like a real rosy tone. So I'm gonna go in with this one because I feel like it kind of matches a little bit with my disastrous eye over here. Okay, so it comes out like that. It's actually a little bit more rosy than I thought. Let's kind of blend it out and see how it blends. It's not blending too well, guys, well, I guess if you really worked it, but it doesn't seem to blend very well. And actually, this isn't as goldeny as I thought it was. It's actually a little too pinkish. I'll try the other one. I just want to see the coloration on this one to see if it's any better. So I'm going to try this one. Where else could I find on my arm to do this? This one's rosier, just more of like a strawberry red. This is more like a muted. It didn't come out the color that I thought it was, to be honest with you. This one seems more like this and makes sense, but I'm not really looking for that sort of tone on me tonight. But I'm a little disappointed with this one because it looked kind of goldeny to me, honestly, when I was looking at it, but I guess it really isn't. We're gonna go with it. I'm gonna use a really soft brush because I don't want a very strong application of this. From what I felt like on my arm, it didn't blend very well, so let's try this. The blush isn't that bad. If you use a really soft brush, you do get a light application. I was a little worried that it was gonna come out really, really strong, so it really wasn't that bad, actually. The coloration isn't too bad, actually. It's nice for me, so we'll go with it. I think that's okay. Last but not least, I did show this in my last video. This is the Liptonix Lip Topper. I am going to just top it on my lips on top of just my lips. Nothing more. Let's just see what it looks like right now. I still have my lip conditioner on, so it's still kind of working its magic. So I think we're all set to do this. I'm just going to go very natural, and we're just going to see how this lip topper is on its own. All right, guys, so it really isn't pigmented. Of course, it is a topper, so I do definitely recommend that you do a lipstick color underneath. It is showing my imperfections on my very dry lips, and obviously my lips are very differently pigmented. I did notice that from the foundation it was running onto my lips because I was a little messy with it. It's a little like chapped in the center. This is a really good lip topper. So far, I did like it. The last time I used it, I just wouldn't use it on its own. The last thing I'm going to use is actually the setting spray that I got. I got the one that's the Aloe Vera setting spray. It says it has aloe vera in it. After applying makeup, shake bottle well, hold 8 8 to 10, oh, inches. I was gonna say 8 to 10 feet. That's really, really far. 8 to 10 inches away and missed face 2 to 3 times. Warning, keep out of your eyes. Close eyes before missing. Well, I would assume that you would know that you have to close your eyes, but a little concerning that you're going to be spraying it at your face. But anyway. So, makeup setting spray. It says it's infused with aloe vera. So, let's see how this works. So, it is a directly fine mist. It's actually really strong mist. It's not a soft mist. The spray is, it's not like a misty spray. It's more like the right in your face spray. So this is what these are for, right? You have to fan yourself dry. Anyway, so that's the setting spray. It actually smells really, really nice, like aloe vera. So really good on that. I don't know how well it's going to work because that would have to hold up over time. Unfortunately, my makeup, I mean, obviously from far away you can't really tell, but really close up there are still spots that are pulling away from my face. So I don't really know about the wear to it. So just a quick rundown of everything that I really thought. The things that stood out for me is the Masterclass palette. This face palette is really, really good. I really liked it. It was smooth. It went on really nice. The other thing that I thought that was actually pretty good is actually the palette. The only thing that I would say about the palette is that there are no real neutrals in it. So you can't really, it's hard to do a full look on this without having some like neutral tones in here to kind of balance these pops of colors out, and also like no inner corner sort of highlight. So it's missing some major factors, but the formula itself seemed pretty nice. There's a little bit of crumbliness with some of the shimmer shades, but you know what? With the good eye, I actually kind of like that look. So we'll have to try this out a little bit more and see how this works out. And then I do say that the blush actually really wasn't as bad as I thought it was. I thought it was gonna be kind of hard to blend. It actually, with a softer brush, it actually applied very, very nicely. So not really bad at all. So overall, that is kind of my take on the J Cat Beauty. I'm probably going to do a long wear, and then I will follow up, do another video to show how I feel about it after a long day of work. I'm not sure if it had anything to do with what came after that. What? That's all right. I chop it. I chop it. That's fine. I'm not sure if this primer had anything to do with what came after that with my foundation, but I actually kind of liked it, and we'll try this out more. Okay, I can't remember if I said that I like this, but the Liptonix Topper is actually really nice too. Okay, the Aloe setting spray was really nice. The mist is a little bit to be desired. It's a very forceful mist, but it actually really smelled nice. So we'll have to try this out and see how it is with the long wearing and whether or not it's actually going to hold up makeup and do the job that it's meant to be. It feels refreshing and it smells nice, but it needs to be put to the test, right? So of course I'm going to take all these products and I'm going to continue to use them to see how well they work. Right now, I'm going to give a big no to the concealer, the foundation, and the Kitten winged eyeliner. These just really didn't work for me today. The foundation was just a wrong color foundation. It feels very heavy on my skin, and it actually is breaking up in many different places on my skin. The concealer itself, now I don't know if it'd be just because it was all over the foundation that I already put on that was already way too thick. But I just didn't find anything great about the concealer. But I'm definitely going to try that again. But I felt like it still settled into my fine lines and wrinkles. And it just really didn't do anything for me. And of course, the biggest disaster is this eye right here, when I tried to use the winged eyeliner, and it just really didn't work for me. The formulation was too dry. The application was scraping along it gave me those skip marks on my eyes that just doesn't give you a smooth line. So that's a big no for me. But of course, I will always give everything a couple more tries before I make any final decisions. So that is my take so far, but of course I'm going to give everything another shot. Overall, I'd say that the products are affordable. I will say very good about this palette right here. And the formulation of that is pretty good. And I do like that they're creative about their face palettes and the colors that they really introduce for artists who do unique, you know, designs on the face. So if you do that for a living, I think that's pretty cool. But right now, as an everyday person, I'm home, I go to work, I don't really do all that kind of stuff. I would say the products are okay, but I'll give everything another shot and we'll see how it goes. Hey guys, it is day 2 and I did about a 9-hour day at work. I wanted to do a follow-up and tell you a couple of the things that I changed around for today's look. I decided to use the concealer on some of my troubled spots and I did not use it underneath my eyes. This foundation is actually very, very light. I didn't want to do a lighter color underneath my eyes. I thought it was fine, so I didn't use a concealer under my eyes, but I did use it on my troubled areas and it did actually cover that up. Then I followed up with a foundation over that. The other thing is that I did not use an eye primer on my eyes. I had used the All About That Base eye primer on the first day. The shimmers were not as vibrant as they were the first time, so this definitely helped on my eyes. The palette is actually nice. I do feel like the colors are very blendable, so that is a good thing. This face palette is also really good. It was very blendable. I had trouble over the foundation a little bit. We're going to talk about the foundation in a moment, but I'll try it maybe with some other foundations that I have. The concealer I used underneath, so of course I didn't see any issues with this. Of course, maybe I'll try this alone underneath my eyes, maybe without some makeup, and kind of test out the wear on this, particularly on its own. But so far I didn't see any problems with the concealer. The Fresh Dewy Primer actually was really good. I didn't see any issues with it, so I do actually like this. This was fine. So I again used the Liptonix. This is the Lip Topper. I will say yes to this. This looks really nice. I do like this. Good quality. It has a little bit of a tackiness to it, but it's perfectly fine and I like the color. The setting spray that I used, my makeup did stay in place. It does smell really nice, so I would say yay on the setting spray. I do really like this as well. Didn't see any issues with this. And last but not least, we're going to talk about the foundation. Foundation really isn't working for me, guys. The application is okay. It seems to go on, but really against my skin is just not having it. For some reason, it is just too patchy, too dry. It's just showing a lot of texture on my skin. And I also have the wrong color, so this color really isn't working for me. So overall, I was not too happy with the foundation. There are other foundations that are much more natural looking and just work better with my skin. It just didn't work with my skin, so I don't know if it works for you. You can let me know in the comments down below if you've used this and you liked it. It just wasn't working for me. So that was my overall take, guys. So let me know in the comments down below if you've used Jade Cat Beauty and what your thoughts are on some of the items. If you had much more success with the foundation or some other products as well, let me know in the comments down below. Hey guys, so I hope you really liked this video. Please hit that like button and let me know that you like the content. Also, I would really love if you subscribe to my channel, so hit that subscribe button and also that little like note. I can never get this right. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I really would love to have you as a new subscriber, and also hit that notification bell to get notified when I post new content.